morning. Today I'm going to be repotting this beautiful Phalaenopsis orchid, and it's potted in a medium that the grower who actually hybridized this one, it's a no ID Phalaenopsis, he put it into this media that he likes to use. I like to grow in pumice, so I'm going to be removing it from this and putting it into pumice. Normally you wouldn't do this while an orchid is blooming, but this is towards the end of this Phalaenopsis' blooming time, and I'm kind of concerned about the roots, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. So the first thing I need to do is get it out of the pot, so I'm going to wet it down really well first and try to ease it out of its pot, and then I'm going to rinse all of the media off of the roots. I had some difficulty getting that one out, so what I've done is I've cut the pot to preserve as many of the roots as I can. That is the advantage of growing in plastic pots. I usually grow in terracotta. If that happens and you absolutely can't spare the roots, then you can smash the terracotta, but obviously that's not ideal. So I've rinsed the roots as well as possibly can be done, probably. I'm going to cut off some of these roots that are a bit mushy or dead and spray with hydrogen peroxide. Okay, I've trimmed off what looks very dead and mushy and brown and everything. These other ones are pretty good. It's growing some new ones at the top, so I'm not really worried. I'm going to put it into a terracotta pot. That's what I like to grow in. I'm growing in a house, so I don't have the same advantages of people who are growing in a greenhouse. So based on my conditions, I grow in terracotta. I really like these azalea pots, they call them, but I've never seen anyone use them for anything other than orchids, so who knows. They have these slits in the side that allows for air to get at the roots and for roots to even come out. They work really well for me. For bigger things, I can't find the slits at the side, so I'm just using regular terracotta pots. I'm going to put red lava rock into the base of the pot and then fill in with pumice around the roots. I've got the pumice up around it, only to the base of where the leaves are here. Any higher up and you risk having crown rot when you water. And I have a stake in here, and of course it's attached to the flower spike to hold it, but it's also attached to the base of the leaves here. So while these roots grow and anchor into this pot, I don't want it moving around a lot because it can break the roots. I'm going to put in a tag that I created. When I send them to contests, to orchid shows, I always put 2 tags in to make sure if one of them's lost, I still have my tag. I'm also going to put just a little bit of sphagnum moss here around the base of the orchid. I like to do this to help it hold moisture to grow in some roots when I've repotted it. I don't want too much because I don't want to have root rot, but this seems to work really well for me. And we're done here. I'll give it a good water now. Okay, I've done my watering. It's settled into its pot. I'm going to let the water drain out a bit, and then I will take it in and put it in the east window in the kitchen where I have my Phalaenopsis orchids, and hopefully it will like its new situation. And that's how I repotted a Phalaenopsis orchid into pumice.